Hi everyone, my name is Kira and welcome to Kira's Book Den. Today I'm going to be going through my September TBR Hopefuls. This month I should say, I've got, starting from today of recording, I've got like 6.5 weeks off, so I'm not going to be going back to work until middle of October, so I might have more time to read if I get my button gear. So hopefully I'll be able to read more physical books as well as as well as audiobooks and stuff. Maybe it'll be a bit of a switch for once. And even though I got like challenges and things, I'm really in the mood to just go off script, go off and pick something random and read. I want to finish some series, but also things that might not fit into my challenges and things. I just want to sort of free range a bit. I'm in that mood. So the first few books I'm going to mention I've already started. I started in the past week or so. And the first one that I've started, I'm 67 pages into, is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. So this is, I'm sure everyone knows what this is about the Bennet sisters, especially Elizabeth and Darcy, Mr. Darcy and all that. It's my first time reading it, even though I think Storygraph said it's like a reread, but it's not. I've only read Mansfield Park and Sense and Sensibility before. I have not read the original Pride and Prejudice before. I think I've seen some adaptation somewhere, but yeah, like a movie or something. I haven't seen the Keira Knightley version, but I don't know. But yeah, so I'm starting with that one. And I'm also already started The Mistake by Elle Kennedy, and that's about John Logan and Grace, and so far it's really a fun book as well, just as fun so far as The Deal was. So I have a feeling the whole series of the off-campus series will be quite a fun read. I'm also currently listening to an audiobook called Son of the Morning by Akawake Emezi. So it's basically Christian mythology mixed with black magic in the vein of southern USA. So all that voodoo Cajun sort of vibe, and it mainly follows a young woman named Galilee, and she has a lot of power that she doesn't know what it is and what she is, and she goes to this party with her one of her roommates two of her roommates, one of her roommates' father's event, and he's a super wealthy, organized criminal, sort of Nigerian rich man, and they want to go and look at this artifact, and it turns out the head of the security team who's protecting it and is Lucifer, actually literally Lucifer, and she and Lucifer, Gally, that's the nickname, Gally and Lucifer really sparks fly. It's a very spicy romantic type of story, and it's really interesting. It's interesting so far. I'm about halfway through it. It's really incredible. Then I want to, because I didn't get to it this month because I went off on a tangent and started this, I want to get to The Wedding People by Alison S. Patch. I did mention it in my last TBR Hopeful. It's about the woman who checks into a hotel intending to end her life, and she ends up mixed up with the wedding party. So we'll see. The premise sounds really fun to me, so I'm really interested in reading it. The cover, I was initially put off because I didn't really, you know me, I love my covers. I didn't like this cover. And I was like, I don't know, it might be a bit boring, but I think it might, off the premise, it sounds interesting. So I'm really excited about that. I also want to finish the My Hometown series that I've been reading. It's the small town romance series set in Charmed Cove, North Carolina. I've only got 2 to go. Sugar Rush by Kelly Elliott and Our Last Time by Piper Rain. Now there was a 12th one in this by Adriana Locke, but I somehow didn't manage to get it. So basically the Piper Rain one, Our Last Time, that will be the end for me. So, and I can read those because then they're usually about 50 pages long. I can read them in like a couple, like an hour or 2. So then that'll be one more series knocked off my list. In other things that I want to read, I'm kind of, like I said, I'm in a just a take a chance sort of mood, so I'm gonna leave it open. I don't know what else I want to read. I have some ideas of what I want to read, but when I pick up, that'll be the question. Like I want to get back into this English series that I was reading called Barley Bridge, and that was set around a small town and the animal hospital and all the characters in the animal hospital around in this small village. Or I want to keep on with the Crimson Ridge series by Elliot Rhodes. So I've only read the first one in that so far, and I want to at least read the next one, Braving the Storm, sometime soon. So those are my thoughts on what I might read elsewhere besides these ones that I've mentioned. Anyway, this is a short video. I don't do the TBR jars, I don't do all that stuff because I don't really this might be an exception of a month, but I don't tend to read more than 2 or 3 physical books in a month, and so these people pick like 5 and 6 physical books. I just can't do it usually because I'm working and I'm single and live on my own, but I have other things that I like to do as well as reading. So I'm not a fast reader, so that's that. Well, anyway, I hope having a great week or day or night, evening, morning, whatever time of day it is there where you're watching this from. Let me know in the comments what you would like to read in the month of September. Also like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification too, because I don't post videos on a certain schedule or anything. I just post them whenever I can or whenever I feel like it, basically. So thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.